Okay, welcome to a video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter Neal. I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, anything weird, wonderful, in the hope to flip them for a profit on my own website, antiquesarena.com. Today, I got a bit of a vlog to show you, just a chat. I've done loads and loads of improvements on the website. I finally got my office back. I'm still in a mess. I gave my office up about 18 months ago when one of my children come back from university. We needed a fifth bedroom, so I gave my office up. But I now have it back. So yeah, I'm slowly getting my office back. I got my armchair back, and I've started decorating and cleaning through, and I couldn't be happier. So today we're going to have just a little chat about things that I've improved, work I've done on the website, things that are coming in, and so forth. So I hope you enjoy. It's just a little chat, just a little vlog, and I'm going to start off with my favorite bit. As you know, I got my office back, so I treated myself to a Longcase clock. It's not just any Longcase clock. This is a 300-year-old London-made Longcase clock in the chinoiserie style. I'll share some photos with you. I absolutely love it. I really am in love with this clock. So if I go to pictures. So there is the clock in the corner there next to my armchair. You can see we call them grandfather clocks, but it is officially a Longcase clock. Now it's in the chinoiserie style, and all that means is that it's English made in the Chinese style. Or at least that's what I believe. And there I am. I just had a photograph done now, reading a book, just loving life in my office, away from the children, being able to work in quiet. Super, super excited. I'll share with you this clock now. It is beautiful, breathtaking. Now, bear in mind, there's all my bubble wrap. This clock is about 300-year-old. It's early 18th century. I love the brasswork. All the movement is there, the pendulum's there, the weights are there, everything. Now, I don't know if it's running. I haven't tried it, but it is absolutely beautiful. There's the chinoiserie style. Now, this has got damage everywhere. If you zoom in here, you can see it's got damage here on the case. It's lost some of the pattern. Same down here. But it is an absolutely gorgeous thing. Absolutely love it. I've done some research as well. Out of curiosity only. This is a clock in the chinoiserie style, exact same pattern, except mine's a bit earlier. This has got the arch at the top and things like that. Slight difference here. This one is 1740, but I think mine is closer to 1700, 1710. By the same maker, Charles Pinkston of London. And this one, I don't know how much it sold for. It was in Sotheby's for 6 to 8,000 Australian dollar, which is 3 to 4,000 British dollars, pounds. Yeah. And I found another chinoiserie. Again, they put it down as first quarter of the 18th century. And this one sold for 2,500. Mine is just an ornament. It may run. As I said, I got the pendulum, I got the weights, got the movement complete, the case is complete. I'm just no interest in getting it to run. It is purely just a little present for me to feel good when I'm reading my books in my office. So what do you think of that? Isn't it absolutely stunning? And we picked that up this week, and it's not going nowhere. It's not up for sale. I'm going to keep that in my office as an ornament. I don't keep a lot these days, but that's nice. It's got an amazing look to it. Anyway, one of the main reasons of today's video is about the improvements in the website. So shall we get started? So if you was to go to antiquesarena.com, this is the page that would welcome you. This is my home page. And if you was to scroll down here, it talks a little bit here about services we offer. And if you was to actually click on services, it takes you across to my services page. Now, this has all been done by the web designer this week. It's only gone live a couple of days ago. And we have our main page here where we talk about all the different services we offer here. Everything from house clearance services, product reviews or endorsements, a product identification service I've introduced, personal sourcing, so buy-in for people if you want items bought for you, uh, counts, consulting and mentorships, estate valuations for auctions, you name it, it's all in there. So if you then take on house clearance, for example, and you click on there and you come across here and you have all the house clearance. Now, one of the things I'm excited about with house clearance is I intend to film the houses. So what I intend to do, if I get house clearance, I'm going to go in and as I find the stuff, you're going to see it. Very much like Curiosity Incorporated in America that I'd follow. I'm going to go in and I'll probably have a camera on my shoulder or on my head. And as I look around and find the stuff, you're going to see it. I'm not going to share any documents. I'm not going to share any photographs. I'm not going to share any details of the house. You're only going to get to see if I'm rummaging in boxes and drawers and things like that. Now, why are people going to allow me to do that? Well, I've gone in at half the price. Around here, the standard house clearance price in the valleys is like between 700 and 1,000, all the way up to 2,000 for a house clearance. I've gone in a 495 or large property at 750 just to cover costs. By the time I pay for labour, council dump, recycling fees and all the rest of it, insurance and the van and all the rest of it, I'm only covering cost. I've no interest in making money on the house clearance. I've told them here, plain and simple, I've cut the costs right down because I'm interested in what's in the house. So I'm going to film it and I obviously want the pieces out of the house to sell on. So I'm quite excited. Hopefully we'll get some house clearances this year because I did stop doing them last year. I've done a lot of house clearances over the years, but I stopped doing them. But now I'm going to do them. I'm going to film them and we're going to have some fun with that. I've then got product reviews and endorsements. So if you got, for example, products that are relating within the antiques business, now I will do an honest review. So people can come up and they can say, right, I got a weighing scales, I got a diamond tester, I got a gold tester, you name it. If it's in the antiques industry or might appeal to the antiques community, then it's something I'll consider reviewing. Antiques product identification and valuation. Now, I closed my group down because I got bombarded with hundreds and hundreds of people constantly sending me photos. What's this? What's it worth? And I was trying to help, and people were getting quite offended with me because I wasn't getting back to them quick enough. So now I'm actually offering the service. I don't charge a lot. It's literally, where is it? I think it's £10 for an item, somewhere in there. £10 for an item. There you go. £10 fee. And if we're unable to help, then it's refunded. But yeah, £10 fee just to identify and value an item for people because we literally got so fed up with being bombarded. Then I'm offering a service of personal shopping. Now, I've had people come up to me in the past and say, okay, will you go shopping for me? Interior designers, people who have, let me rephrase that, people who have clients who have a lot more money than the people I'm used to dealing with. And they don't go looking themselves, they just hire people to go shopping for them. Well, I'm now offering a personal sourcing service where I'll find the pieces. Obviously, I charge. Uh, Consulting and mentoring service. So if somebody's got wants to start a business up, wants to start a website up, wants to their eBay or their current business reviewed, that type of thing, then I'm offering them a service. I'm offering a service where they can actually spend a day with me having a mentorship. So basically, they'll have a full day with me, but as long as they're in driving distance, like if I'd meet people somewhere at Malvern, that type of thing. And they also get to keep the things I buy. So potentially covering the cost of the day. So they get mentorship, they get to see someone in action, they get to see me buying, talking to other dealers, interaction, how to haggle, things like that. So again, for someone who's starting up, estate valuations. So if somebody's deceased and they want an estate valuation, I can go in and I can tell you what's worth sending to auction or what's worth just donating, that type of thing. and if you have a business that you want reviewed. Now, I've done a few reviews. I've done a review of a house clearance um, place up in Hirwine last year, and they were overrun once I'd done the review. So, yeah, these are just the services I'm offering on the website. They're all new. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 new services I'm offering. So they're all new and exciting. I'm really interested to see how they perform this year. I'm constantly writing blogs. So my newest one is shipping large items. Then you have the new ones there of the DWP and the HMRC forms. Talking about those, eBay put out a video this week. Let me just take that down. I done a video, I've done 2 videos talking about the new rules to HMRC and DWP. The new rules were HMRC now have to be notified by online platforms of sellers' details, and DWP have the power to go into anybody's bank account they're paying benefits to. Anyway, I done a video outlining these concerns. It has now been highlighted to me. I don't know whether it's in response to what I put out, but eBay have now put out a video basically addressing all the rumours. The first line out of eBay's video is something along the lines of nothing much has changed. And with that aspect, they're true because you still, if you're working, you still have to pay tax. If you're selling your own private items, then you don't have to pay tax. But they also admit in the video, but they really blasé over it. They go, there are some changes, they go, like HMRC say now, if you sell over 30 items or £1,700, we have to notify me of your details. And they blase over it like it's nothing. And I'm thinking, that's what the big uproar is. And you just go, that's nothing. If you're still selling private items, then it doesn't affect you. So eBay's response to the video I put out, well, whether it was my video or whether it's the whole host of videos going out, they've put a video out that says we're addressing the rumours and nothing much has changed. But the one thing it has changed is they now have to notify HMRC, which is what I said in my video anyway. And yeah, that's the big thing that is going to affect a lot of people. Watch them videos. I've put 2 videos out that address HMRC, or read the articles on the website because they're very, very interesting. Yeah, but eBay put a video out. I was going to share the footage, but when I tried to save the video, it wouldn't let me save it. But I was going to put the footage of eBay saying nothing's changed except this, which is exactly what I was saying had changed. But yeah. So yeah, lots and lots of different vlogs. If you want to know what an antique is or what the appeal of an antique is and why antiques pull money and what antiques should you buy in order to sell, check that article out. The appeal of antiques. Fabulous. Anyway, loads and loads of different blog posts in there. I'm backlisting 50 to 100 items a week. I'll give you some examples here. Silver jewelry, some oriental, some pottery and glass. Any star items here? Loads of Welsh blankets. More pottery. That was a nice clock, advertising clock. Beautiful paperweight. So that one was gorgeous. It's one of my recent purchases. This is an Italian Murano paperweight, Millefiori around the outside with a Siamese cat in the middle. Absolutely stunning. But it's some real nice gems going on the website at the moment. Check out the shop. Really is. I think it's 4,500 items, give or take. I'm aiming to hit 5,000 in the next month or two. But there's 4,500 items on the website at the moment. So bear with me. Let me get back onto this page. So lots and lots of things changing. The car boot sales start back up in 2 weeks, give or take. And I cannot wait. I'm going to be selling at a couple, but not many. This year, I'm going to be more focusing online. I'm going to sell it madly because you've got to pay early entrance anyway, so I just want to pay and sell and make a few pound back towards the fuel. But I can't wait because it's going to be regular videos of hauls. If I can get some house clearances in this year now, I'm going to film the house clearances. How fun is that going to be? So it's clearly stated in my descriptions on the website that if you want a house clearance with me, we will be, one of our things we do is showcase and document all our findings. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to film, and it'll be done respectfully. It really will. And there'll be no pictures and documents, things like that. But I can't wait to be excited. You'll actually get to share the excitement as I'm finding the stuff and see how excited I get, what have I found, and literally unresearched, just literally what's that, finding it. I can't wait. I think that might be about it. Check out the blog channel on the website, antiquesarena.com. Literally 5, 6 pages of blogs. Really good blogs. The antiques, I got 4,500 pieces on the website, on the shop. Absolutely something for everybody. You name it. I got everything from militaria to toys to ceramics to glass, books. There's something there for everybody. And yeah, what do you think of the new services page? I've been reluctant up to now on the house clearances, but this year I took a second job to go through the winter because there was no car boot sales around me. I was working for a funeral company, mainly driving limo and being a bearer and things. But that was mainly because there's no car boot sales. If I'm doing house clearances all year round, then I won't need the car boot sales. And I can't just sit down for 4 months a year or 5 months a year and do nothing. That's not me. I'm someone who likes to work. I get out there and I work. I probably work 7 days a week. And yeah, I just find it boring if I'm not working. I like to be kept busy. So yeah, lots of changes. And believe it or not, most of them services have been requested over and over by some of you. And that is exactly why I've implemented them. So let me know what you think. Have a look at the services on the website, have a look at the blog posts, have a look at the sales, and feel free to contact me. And yeah, let's see let me know what you think. Hope you've enjoyed. And if you got this far, thank you very, very much for watching. And for those of you who support my channel, I am eternally grateful. And there's a good 2 or 3 dozen of you that religiously watch every video, comment all the time. And honestly, I cannot thank you enough, especially when I go through bad times mentally, and the support I get really helps me get through it. So I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to a good year. So I'll see you soon.